Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is I, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, and we are here live for Monday Night Raw. Oh, it appears that Roman Reigns is cutting a promo. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me shut my yap. Let's listen to what Roman's got to say.
Trust me. In the main event tonight, I'm going to give you one opportunity, Phil. Either you're going to tell the truth tonight, or I will. This message has been approved by your tribal chief.
This message has been approved by your tribal chief. What's that about? That was a little interesting. Hex, what's going on, BSN? First time chatter. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. What's happening, family? How's everything going? My boy, Macho in the building.
29 just resubscribed.
What's going on? Congratulations on your baby. And if you do see fit and you would like me to share the announcement here on stream, I will be happy and grateful to do so. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was this tonight, you would have it released on your IG, if I'm not mistaken. I just play it? All right, I got you.
Resubscribed for 30 months.
Trent Spear in the building. What's going on?
That Raw was in my city tonight, and I'm at work looking dumb.
Damn, Black Freakazoid, you mean to tell me Raw was in your city and you completely missed the opportunity to go pull up? Then again, especially with the 25% off sale. I don't know. 25% off sale, I believe, was exclusively for WrestleMania, so I guess I'll take that one back. Is it Dwayne? Is it Dwayne that it would be pronounced? Said been following me for a while on IG, but finally remember to follow on Twitch. Just seen I'm live. I appreciate you, family. Much love. Sargon in the building, put 10 on us at 5 minutes already. Better than SmackDown. What's going on? Hope I'm doing well tonight. If we're ready to see the succulent ladies, give them a Tama Tonga. Indeed, a Tama Tonga shall be summoned, ladies and gentlemen. Dwayne, just subscribe with Prime. I appreciate you as we recap Oba, Femi, and Brock Lesnar. But that being said, Nelson has been released. I bet. Say less. Let me at least go and comment on IG so I can show some love, send some engagement in that direction. Oh, there we are. Beautiful. But for my boy Macho Time, the gentleman who I had the esteemed pleasure of going to his wedding, the first of the subscriber weddings that I ever had an opportunity to go and attend in South Carolina, had graced me with the honor of announcing the gender of his baby. So before we advance with the remainder of Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to find out what the newest edition of the Alisea family will be. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis, and we are gathered here today live for the most anticipated commitment in Alisea family history. Months of recruiting, months of speculation, and today, a decision will finally be made. And here comes the highly sought-after recruit himself, accompanied by his wife, as they prepare to announce the newest addition to the Alisea family.
After a long recruitment process, we narrowed it down to the following 4 teams. We got Team Girl, University of North Carolina, Team Boy, and the Ohio State University. Here we go.
The moment has arrived. Which team will he choose? Early reports say Team Boy is leading the charge, but Team Girl has continued to push hard in this recruiting battle. It appears that the University of North Carolina is the first hat to be touched, but they've been put back in place. No interest to the Ohio State University. Team Boy's hat has been picking up, but Team Girl has been selected. Team Girl is the winner. Team Girl, Team Girl, Team Girl has been selected. After months of recruiting, the decision has finally been made. The legacy begins now. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love. The newest member of the Alisea family, a baby girl.
Congratulations! Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, 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 make sure in the chat room y'all put a congratulations, a W, party, emojis, hands, claps, whatever they may be. Long-time subscriber, long-time member of the community, Nelson a.k.a. Macho Time, over on YouTube. He's in the chat room right now. Baby girl loading July 2026, baby. It's going to be a great time. Congratulations. All right. That is magnificent news. I hope for your wife it is continuing to be a pain-free, at least to the best degree, pregnancy. And then above all else, a natural, non-excruciating pain process of birth, of course. And then hopefully for yourself, you're able to get yourself some rest when you can. And might I add, the weight loss journey's going very well, brother. You look amazing. That's good to hear. And keep in mind, anybody who has something negative to say, I'll tell you something right now. Nelson's family is well armed with magnificent precision. I seen it myself on the gun range. So say some out the side of your mouth, and you shall be dealt with. That's neither here nor there. All right. Oba Femi, Brock Lesnar, contract signing, evidently being done separately here tonight. It appears that it's Brock Lesnar who is here first. Oh, you're down from 370 to 282. Another W. Hey, Macho's killing it, son. 2026 is his. 2026 is his. You got to appreciate WCDBM in the building. Just subscribe. Tier 1, I appreciate you, family. Much love. Tyler said your job is letting you out early both nights of WrestleMania so you can watch it at home. Well, W-job, W-employment. W-employment. Let's hear what Paul Heyman's got to say.
Just resubscribed for 18 months.
Well, be a Nigerian death warrant with one man's name across of it. I'm glad that you won't even know his name after this weekend.
Oh, Brock said they won't know his name after this weekend. We disagree, Brock. We disagree.
See, this is what it boils down to. This Sunday, in the real main event of WrestleMania.
You can't be the main event when you're the opening match.
Prediction, it's a spoiler. There's going to be a winner. There's going to be a loser. This Sunday at WrestleMania, the loser's name is Oba Femi.
If only Oba had the same powers that Joe Hendry had, he would have appeared.
Into the rumors that the ruler can handle the beast, there will be a winner, the greatest combat sports athlete in history, the conqueror, Barack. Gotcha, bitch.
Nightbreed9 is now
That is
following.
indeed his name. They call him the Conqueror's Conqueror. Brock Lesnar in the building, but he's got to sign the contract, though. Did they already sign? Did I miss something in the middle of the gender reveal? Was there already a signing? Oh, son of a bitch! My goddamn Garmin, it just broke. My strap just broke. The strap literally just broke. It just broke. I gotta order another one. Son of a bitch.
Stitch_.
Oh, he signed it already. Okay, I
is
got
now
you.
following.
I got you. I thought they were signing it in the moment. I missed it. Okay, I got you. I missed it. Take the Sun giving out gifts. I appreciate you. Nathan put 2 on and said, call the authorities, Haitian police, to come in and apprehend Brock Lesnar. Potentially, that could mess around and happen here tonight. Allen in the building, 50 months a member, always showing love. Said Grassi's getting married, Adonis to 1 million. Boy, the irony. Hey, you love to see it. Big W's all year long. Did I see Liv Morgan's music video?
Gotcha, bitch.
Pickler Player 82 is now following.
I did. I saw the music video. To say the least,
Gotcha, bitch.
If she wants to perform that live at WrestleMania,
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCown. Kobe's 81. We got Kobe's 81. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Out the mud. Zach Randolph, Rashad McCants, Cemetery Larry. We did it.
Out the mud.
It's out the mud. Ain't no. That shit was ass. Logan Paul, I Show Speed, Austin Theory.
It doesn't matter. Doubt looks disgusting on you, bro. That's right. You're a phenom. Come on. You're in this whether you like it or not, brother. Your eyes show speed. So it's time to lock in.
Lock in. Come on. Grandest stage of them all. WrestleMania, Speed.
Yes,
and think
sir.
about it. The Usos, they're not tag team champions anymore because of you. LA Knight, the brass knuckles, you punched him. So those guys got it out for you.
Sir.
So figure it out. You think the computer thing was bad. It's going to be way worse, man.
Way worse, bro.
Lock in.
Everyone hates you. I mean it. Except us, we got your back.
He lying.
Get our back. Okay? So it's time to lock in and let's get this bread.
Very few people hate Speed. Many people hate Logan. Oh, they got I Show Speed training.
Now let's train.
Oh, that's a weak-ass collar elbow tie-up. That's a weak-ass. Son got no intensity. Speed got no intensity. He got no intensity. This man ain't grow up watching the Attitude Era. Obviously, he was born 2005. He completely missed it. He ain't seen none of the Ruthless Aggression Era. He was born 2005. He completely missed the totality of it. This man don't know nothing about no doggone intensity. What they need to do is get the Chiseled Adonis in the ring, and I'll show you intensity. I'll show you an ass whipping. I'll show you a WWE superstar. I'll show you a goddamn wrestler. But of course, I can't do it with the travel schedule. Lord knows I need the money, so I cannot once, pigeonhole myself over there in the performance center for $32,000. It's not gonna work out in my favor. Oh, is that a Boston Crab? How you doing a Boston Crab fully stood up, fam? What are we doing, son? What happened to the game I love, bro? Hey, I need Speed to get packed up this Sunday, Saturday, whichever day it just so happened to be. Pack that man up. What do I mean? Speed was born in 2005. Yeah, Speed was born like 2005, bro. That motherfucker young than a motherfucker. He young as hell. He young as hell. You would have already graduated from being a toddler post 9/11 before Speed was born. They young as hell. Charlotte Flair on Raw. This must be the final. Obviously, this better be the final segment of the women's tag team championship build. Because this is very bizarre that we would see Charlotte Flair here on Wait, Charlotte's going one-on-one on Monday Night Raw?
14 grams.
That's random. She's fighting Lyra? Because Lyra is a Raw, superstar, and we just saw them over on SmackDown, but Charlotte Flair's here for a one-on-one here on SmackDown. Oh, I should say here on Raw. NY Legend put 2 on it, said, man, pack I Show Speed up for, yeah, they're going to pack some up soon enough. They're going to pack them up. They're going to pack them up. But here comes the Queen down to the ring. Chill on Speedy, just got to lock in. Well, there it is. Nathan had put 10 on it earlier. Said the video I uploaded with the home invasion was crazy. He deserves jail. Take his ass to jail. You go to jail. Where's Vince McMahon when you need him? And then Nathan also put a 5 on and said, I missed the 20. Oh, no, it was 10 early, but that's neither here nor there. By the way, you didn't say call the authorities on Lesnar. You meant the home invasion guy. Oh, yes, indeed. Of course, we could call the police on son right now. I didn't even do it in the video, but...
We are the police. We are the police. The police of Haiti. The police of Haiti.
Take his ass to jail. You go to jail, you son of a bitch.
All right, hold on, man.
You go to jail.
Yeah, it's going to be a intriguing weekend, to say the least. It's going to be an intriguing weekend, to say the least. Speed will be the youngest competitor to compete at WrestleMania 42, while Rey will be the oldest to compete at WrestleMania 42. Yeah, because Speed is just a little bit younger than Javon Evans, right? Because Javon Evans is turning 22 this year. I believe Speed just turned 21. Sargon celebrating a birthday? Hold on, wait a minute. I could have swore, weren't we live for your birthday? Or we were... It's one of them days. Somebody said, happy belated to, Fuego
Darkin1041
Matt
is now
said, you believe
following.
your birthday passed, but late gift got you a 10-minute submission match with Lyra. Oh, my. Speed was born in 05. Javon was 04. Yes. I believe they have a 1-year difference between the two. There's a 1-year difference between the two. Tiara said, somebody tell Evans to call you guys something he can bounce on. Wait, whoa, ma'am. Relax.
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCown.
What you want, ma'am? Hold on. What you talking about? He got something he can bounce on. What's going on? What's going on? You can't just invite that young man to your fun bags over. Ma'am, relax. He's preparing for WrestleMania. He's going to be bouncing off of ladders. He doesn't have the time to be climbing you in this particular type of climate. He's getting ready for the biggest match of his life. Now, of course, after WrestleMania is concluded, if he'd make his way down to Memphis, Tennessee, then if that's what he's interested in, then by all means, feel free to go and do so. But until he gets done with WrestleMania, keep your horniness to yourself. Who that for life, Chris? For 5 on it. Said not to be that guy. The home invasion video showed one thing. White privilege is real. It's as real as a One Piece. Yes, indeed, because I'll tell you right now, had that been a nigga, bullet, all inside of the doggone body. All right, here we go. Back from commercial break. AJ said, how I got my VPN working today, or is it still not working? No, it's not even on right now. I'm legitimately going to have to run a trial all week long, but the only real, well, actually, no, that's not true, because internationally, NXT is on Netflix. So tomorrow, also again for SmackDown on Friday, I'm going to have to be testing VPNs to see if, come WrestleMania this weekend, I won't have a problem. But if in the event the same thing happens like what happened this past Monday, where the VPN works and then all of a sudden an hour, 45 minutes in, it cuts, if that happens again, I'm going to need a different, either A, a different VPN, or B, I'm going to have to get some login information for the pay-per-view. So we shall see. We shall see. Sarka 51 said, your birthday is on the 17th. You'll be 23, but a match with Lyra. You'll do the Kevin Gates challenge. And you'll have her sound like Mercedes Moné. Oh, my. This brother said he about to be like...
That ain't nothing. That's a nigga making that noise with his mouth. And if you fall for it, that's you. I'ma eat it. Ah!
You got to relax. You got to relax. But nonetheless, Lyra Valkyria one-on-one with Charlotte Flair. Both these ladies do battle this weekend. Fatal four-way tag team match for the right to claim of being the women's tag team championship. Also, they haven't removed the Bellas from the match, unfortunately. So, with that being the case, we still don't know what is to be of Io Sky at WrestleMania. We all were anticipating Io versus Asuka, but for whatever reason, the match has not been officially announced yet. So, we shall see. Yes, if Nikki isn't cleared, the Kabuki Warriors go to WrestleMania, but nonetheless, I don't even think it's fair to have a scenario where Io's WrestleMania future is up in arms. Bro, Asuka versus Io has been brewing. First off, it should be Asuka versus Kairi. You could have Io involved as well as somewhat of a triple threat, but truly, the actual match that's been built was was Asuka versus Kairi. I don't know why they haven't pulled the trigger in that retrospect, but Io versus Asuka is going to cook regardless. Why is Io's WrestleMania future, let alone even Asuka's WrestleMania future, hinging on the health of the Bellas? Makes no sense in the big 2026. Fuego put 2 on it, said, Big Booty Bailey and Lyra, he need both of the young ladies that's there. Yeah, they got Charlotte in the mid-card to try to go and aid in elevating that division. But I ain't going to hold you. I think Charlotte made a she was on a podcast, and she was talking about how, you know, if you bet on the women, they go and deliver. But something that she said along the lines that she's at the lower card currently right now to go and elevate the women. I ain't going to hold you. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. Solely because I, in my opinion, if you somebody who at the top of the card per se, and that's where the fuck you at, I don't think you stepping down ultimately is going to truly go and elevate folks if they're unwilling to do what it takes to go and break through. Because let's call a spade a spade. There's a lot of dudes in the men's lower card, in the men's middle, the mid card, in the women's mid card, in the women's lower card, who just happy to be on TV, happy to be in the WWE. They don't really give a damn about being the top guy or the top girl or even known as one of the greats to have done it. They just happy to be around and be employed. Those individuals, albeit, I ain't gonna say it's gotta be a super toxic environment where everybody's, snaking each other to be to the top. But if you gonna participate in the doggone business, you ought to strive to be the doggone best. There's too many people who just happy to be around and shit. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of it. I think people should all kind of say, hey, my goal is to put on the best match of the evening. My goal is to be at the top of the card. Of course, there's situations where booking can have you maybe pigeonholed. Maybe they'll give you a different sort of role, and you got to do what you can to go knock it out the park or whatever the case is. But don't be in a situation where you just coasting and you just happy to be around. One of the things that I always give credit to Steve Austin for, and he said it constantly throughout his career, but primarily in the sit-down interview that he did with Jim Ross alongside The Rock en route to WrestleMania 17's main event, where he said, if you're not in this business to be the number one guy, to be the WWF, now E, champion, you're in the wrong damn business. And that's the way it should be viewed in the locker room. And I recognize if you're in a situation where you're dealing with alphas across the doggone board, it can get incredibly doggone toxic. But that being said, why would I ever step into an organization and not strive to be the best? Doesn't make sense to me.
_boy_Chris a subscription.
Matt giving out gifts.
Matchvisor gifted a tier 1 sub to its_yo_boy_Chris. They have given 358 gift subs in the channel.
350? Woo! Yeah. But yeah, if you're gonna be in the business, you gotta at least strive to be the best in the business. I'm just not a fan of folks who just happy to be here. That's because at that point, it's like, all right, yo, you here, but you really don't give a damn about trying to truly go out there and elevate. Because in order to truly go out there and elevate, you got to be somewhat credible, do you not? If Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson didn't have a movie career, how much more better would he be in the WWE back then? If you look at Rock's matches in late 2001 to 2000, SummerSlam 2002, he had it down packed. I don't think Rock had a bad match. I truly don't think Rock had a bad match. Everything was coming together incredibly well. Rock was at the top of his game. He just turned 30 years old, and then he departed and went on to Hollywood. In my opinion, Rock in Hollywood, to a degree, Dwayne, I should say, plays the same character in most of his movies. It's almost always the same. He doesn't have incredible range. He's done some films in which he showcased a little bit of range, but let's call a spade a spade. The best characters that you usually, or I should say the most memorable characters that you have for The Rock in movies, Dwayne Johnson in movies, he's the same dude, right? At one point, was he the biggest star in Hollywood? Yes. But is that same type of character putting butts in seats today to where you go to the movies, you see Dwayne Johnson on the marquee and folks is ready, willing to go spend their bread? Not as much. So I say all that to say, it worked out for him in Hollywood. But had he not gone to Hollywood, you're probably looking at The Rock potentially being the never seen 17, or he's in a situation where Cena probably doesn't happen. Rock will probably end up being like a 10, 11 sometime champion. Because remember, 30 in 2002, he was younger than Batista. I said was. He still is younger than Batista, if I'm not mistaken. Because Batista and Triple H is the same age. I think they're like 1 month apart. So a lot of things would have been different. Rock was at the top of his game when he left. So I think things would have been spectacular, truly. It makes me wonder if there would have been a domino effect with Rock being around, because remember, Rock leaves, goes to Hollywood, comes back for a hop and a skip, just like Austin did in 2003, but they was essentially out the door. Brock Goldberg was essentially, going to be the guys who could, go. Of course, Goldberg was getting his feet back wet, returning to wrestling after a 2-year hiatus, ultimately ended up saying, fuck it, I'm leaving. Well, 3-year hiatus. Then said, fuck it, I'm leaving. Brock did 2 years and said, yeah, this is too much for me. I'm up out of here. Who's to say if Rock never left that maybe Brock sticks around? I don't know, but obviously it was completely separate than the business itself. He was just getting burnt out. But if they have somebody else who's clearly the top guy and Brock's not the dude who's going to be positioned to go and take over, maybe that schedule's not as strenuous as it actually was. Or I should say the responsibility might not be as strenuous, because the schedule was still going to be strenuous. So it's a lot of different, factors that play a role there. Cena would have been Cena regardless to a degree, but you got to remember he was on the verge of getting fired. He was this close to getting fired. My thing is, for him then becoming champion, would they still continue to take that chance and take that risk from 05 to 07 and continue to run with it? If Rock is around, I don't know. I don't know. Also, considering Rock's presence, although I don't believe he had a creative control or whatever, but he 100% would probably want to continue working with certain guys. Makes me wonder if Kurt would ultimately end up, departing and going. Because remember, there was a high, increase of Kurt's substance abuse or whatever the case was. Also, not only dealing with the pain and everything, but also the responsibilities of being in that position as well. You have somebody like a Rock who's there that kind of takes, a little bit of pressure off of some folks' plates as well. So,
Gotcha, bitch. Generic
would
is now
Edge
following.
ever become a made man? Would Randy even really fully on get the opportunity? Because remember, Randy was very injury prone in his first couple of years. And then ends up working out. So it's a lot of things that have to be considered. A lot of things would have to be considered as this match continues with Lyra Valkyria and Charlotte Flair. Tyler said top 5 ruthless aggression wrestlers. Even there'd be some spillage from people from the Attitude Era, because I don't think you can mention the ruthless aggression era without mentioning Triple H. I think that'd be very foolish. But straight out the gate, you have your John Cena's, your Randy Orton's, your Edge, your Batista, those 4, and then Rey Mysterio. I think those guys essentially dominated the entirety. Oh, wow, there's the cover. Lyra got Charlotte. Lyra got Charlotte. I'll be damned. Lyra got Charlotte. And look at Charlotte is angry right now with Bayley, and she didn't have what it took to go and get the W. I wonder if Alexa's going to attack her. Why? They're not. There's not going to be any additional conflict after the fact. Oh, there it is. Charlotte immediately went over to go shove Bayley. Oh, I hope the other ladies don't come down here just to go and get into a little bit of a conflict, because it's not even necessary. The 2 of these teams can go and fight right now. First off, Bayley went over to go push Alexa. Why the hell they not swinging on each other? Why they just shoving buddies? Like it's like that cutaway that they had on Family Guy all those years ago where they had like shoving buddies. Why they just shoving each other? Bro, swing on each other. Swing on each other. Somebody hit somebody in the face. Kick her in the clit. Oh, all right, you got to relax. Y'all got to relax. Y'all got to relax. All right. Good match to start out. Good match to start out Monday Night Raw. Kevlock put 5 on and said, what's up? Congrats to the new father. It's the best. Your son will be 16 months this Friday. Listening at work. Been a hell of a week. No days off in 2 weeks. Well, for one, hopefully you can mess around and get a decent sleep when you get an opportunity. And congratulations, or I should say happy quarter birthday to your son. Oh, Lord, it's the MFTs. Why are they here on Raw approaching the Usos and LA Knight?
What I'm talking about. This family is just one big mess. I'm dealing with a lot on SmackDown. I got Jacob, and Tama Tonga isn't here, and he should be here. And then every time I watch Raw, you two just make the family look bad by hanging out with this clown.
Well, little brother, seems like you got a big problem.
My man, hold on. You know what? You know how Adam Pearce has been hitting us up all day? How do we get the Usos on Raw? How do we get LA Knight on Raw? He just gave us a solution. Here's what I'm thinking. All of you, meet us out there. Any three of your goon squad, because at WrestleMania, we got a little six-man. Why don't we get a little practice run here? I'm talking him, me, Jim, and you all get smacked back to factory settings. Yeah!
All right. That shit is so weak. That Yeet business needs to retire, son.
Well, there's the women's world.
I'm so tired. Oh, Jesus. Stephanie Vaquer is in the building, and she's making her way down to the ring. Oh, my. Ooh-wee. Stephanie Vaquer making her way down to the ring. NY Legend put 2 on and said, Big Booty Bailey X black leather pants on. Sir, you got to relax. Nathan put 2 on and said, you forgot to tell me that you turned 26 last month. Happy belated birthday. W's in the chat for Nathan. Drew in the house said, what's up? I am doing well. Hopefully you are doing well as well. What is Solo doing? Solo out there wasting everybody's time. But above all else, Solo is definitely grabbing the people's mic on company's time. And what is he doing? Enough. Every single time that man come out here and straight up yap. It is absolutely ludicrous, and I have had enough. I'm tired of it. I can't take it anymore. It's ridiculous. Who's worse at yapping, Solo or Becky? I think they're both equally terrible at yapping. Had enough of it. Had enough of it. Oh, y'all saying Penta's making his way down to the ring? Damn. I can't even see it because it's during the commercial break. Sergeant for 5-1 said it's not EO, but let the thunder thighs boom one time for Stephanie Vaquer. Oh, wow. I don't know what thunder you're possibly referencing over here. I don't know anything about any thunder, but I can tell you this much. Dwayne put 2 on and said, you want to see Miss Parker with the Jade group? That could potentially happen at one point down the line. Andrea said I could still do the walk. I mean, technically, I still can do the walk. Oh, he's cutting a promo. Oh, wait. Oh, so Penta's doing a promo at the moment. But he's cutting a promo at the moment. Okay, I guess I'll have to see what he was talking about during the well, I should say, take a look on Twitter. Stephanie on your TV got you. Whoa, sir! What are you doing to your meat, sir? Why do we need to know this information? Keep that information to yourself. What part of the game is this? Relax. Adonis poor like us and got to watch ads. First off, you're not poor, all right? You've got internet. You've got Wi-Fi. You've got a cellular device, potentially a laptop or computer. You're not poor. Dark said here, B-Day is today, 41 years old. Hey, W's. And happy birthdays in the chat for Dark Aries, 41 years old. Today. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. It's a birthday to be celebrated. 41 years old. Woo! Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on over here? I see the outsiders over here. What's going on? Eric Bischoff. Oh, wait, this seems relatively old. This is something that we've seen before. Oh, no, I think there's a Hogan documentary. It's a Hogan documentary, right? I think there's a Hogan documentary. Fuck the Hulk Hogan. Oh, good. Okay. So leg drop it was. I actually I rewatched Hogan and Mr. McMahon in a street fight from WrestleMania 19. Banger. 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 The betrayal was golden. Indeed it was. In my opinion, the greatest heel turn in the history of wrestling. I think John Cena turning heel was the best heel turn in WWE history. Oh my God, this fucking Stephanie Vaquer theme is so ass. Somebody need to go tell somebody need to go put their arm on the shoulder of Def Rebel. Ludicrous, bro. What is going on, son? Dudes out here, the music absolutely sucks every time we see Def Rebel music. But nonetheless, last week, Stephanie Vaquer threw Liv Morgan into Roxanne Perez, and they foreheads was incredibly knotted up. Listen, they are ladies, obviously. However, they had testicles growing on their forehead. You would have thought somebody caught them with a tea bag, and for whatever reason, it was engraved. It was somewhat welded onto their forehead. That's how big the knots was. It looked like one had a testicle, the other one had another testicle, and it was large, incredibly large. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, here comes the interview here.
Personal between yourself and Liv Morgan over the last several weeks.
Oh, shit. Liv Morgan just pulled up out of nowhere, immediately attacking. Well, damn. All right. Shit. I wanted to hear what Steph had to say. Kathy Kelly done got dropped on the ground, too. Oh, shit. It's Jason Jordan. Here comes down to the ring. It's Jason Jordan, ladies and gentlemen. Jason Jordan's actually separating the two ladies. Here I thought Son only pulled up just to waste time, but Jason Jordan's actually separating the two ladies. Take a look at Jason Jordan. Looks like Liv Morgan's wearing a shirt that says, "I love trouble." Here comes Hurricane Helm trying to separate the two. Well, take a look. Oh, wait. Liv's got the mic. Liv's got the mic. Let's pause it.
Look at the eyes. You know what, Stephanie? I knew your mother was trash, but I didn't know she raised a little bitch.
Whoa, whoa, where'd that come from? She said, "I knew your mother was trash, but I didn't know she raised a little bitch." Oh, shit, hold on, wait. Jason Jordan's holding her back. Oh, shit, she's saying something in Spanish. Oh, shit, here comes Stephanie Vaquer. She's in the ring. They're throwing hands. They're throwing hands. Break them up, Jason. Look at Jason Jordan. Look at Jason Jordan.
Diggity dog. Breaking. Diggity.
Look at Jason Jordan. He's not even holding it back. He's not even holding it back. He just threw her forward. Steph Vaquer got free, and she got her hands on Liv Morgan. Look at Jason Jordan balding ass trying to separate her. He not even doing nothing. Jason Jordan just standing there.
Diggity dog. Breaking. Diggity dog.
Look at him. Look at Jason Jordan.
Breaking. Diggity.
No.
Breaking. Diggity.
Don't hit each other. Stop fighting. That's Jason Jordan. This man ain't doing a goddamn thing to separate what's going on, son. Both the ladies went and got Cassie Kelly caught in the doggone crossfire. Jason Jordan over there standing there doing absolutely nothing. You gotta be kidding me. Jason Jordan just standing there doing nothing. What's his purpose of coming out here? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh boy. Liv and Stephanie has the most aggression. Yeah, for the most part, is the most aggression there. Liv be screaming loud as hell, bro. But then again, she did say she was a screamer. Oh, wait, here's EO, ladies and gentlemen.
We have seen you come to the aid of your good friend, Rhea Ripley, multiple times over the last few weeks. But after your match on SmackDown against Jade Cargill, is there anything that you want to say?
I lost, but I don't regret fighting for my friend. And at WrestleMania, no one will be rooting for Rhea Ripley more than Io Sky.
Okay.
Oh, here's Oscar. Now, can we officially get that match?
So US and LA. Last year, you went into WrestleMania as Women's World Champion. Woo. But this year, you're just Rhea Ripley's sidekick.
That's a fact. You should feel away.
I haven't forgotten about you or Kairi. Kairi, you don't have to listen to this. Kairi, Kairi is loyal to her senpai. She'll prove it tonight against you.
Oh, Kairi versus EO tonight.
14 grams.
Right. Senpai. Good girl.
Oh, Shorty told a good girl and patted on the head. Damn. All right, and the Usos is excited and happy again. And they're ready to come. I wonder, they better not have this new theme song. They better not have this new song. It better not be this goofy ass one new song. Just us. Just us. Bro, they re-recorded the song. They already had a song. At least it's not just me, Us, no more, son. They re-recorded. It's just us, Us. Bro, the regular song, you could yeet to the regular song. All right, son. You know what? All right. Oh, my God, son. All right, son. Done with that was a perfect song, but okay. Okay. I don't know. That's so, it's just us Us. Bro, who else is it gonna be? Who else is it gonna be? I don't know, son. That's their business. That's their business. Fuego put 2 on and said apparently Thunder is on the forecast. And then Nathan put 2 on and said 1A, 1A, 1A. Jeez, the hell's going on? Nathan Patua said, Judge Cedric Simpson can't catch a break. Indeed, he can't. Marco Patua said, do I think Taker's streak should have ended by Brock? Do I think it should have ever ended? No. But if there was somebody to go and break it, I think legitimately Brock was the right call, unless they were going to wait for it to end up being Roman. However, Big Dog Roman, absolutely not. Tribal Chief Roman, that would have been even better, if you will. But yeah, I'm not upset that it was Brock. I just kind of wish it never happened. But hindsight being 2020, I understand why it was Brock. Raw is so much better than SmackDown. It's not even funny. Oh yeah, leagues, head and shoulders better. Head and shoulders better. Not even remotely close. Fiend versus Taker should have happened. No. Because the only time it could have happened would have been going into WrestleMania 36, and it wouldn't have been the same because we hadn't saw Taker active in a long time, so it wouldn't have worked. If Taker was still outside and working when the Fiend had really started on the ascension, then potentially yes, but I don't think it would have worked. We should have saw Taker and Sting at WrestleMania 31. Because Taker, Wyatt, new face of fear, whatever the case is, it wasn't really the best build, if you will. Taker versus the Bella Twins, if he could send them straight to the Shadow Realm, I would not at all complain. Fiend versus Demon should have happened, yes. At Mania, yes. When Taker lost, it felt rushed, like the way he lost was last minute, but he was severely concussed. Because if you look at the pacing of the match, it started out okay, and then all of a sudden, the entire pace of the match was off. Just like John Cena and The Miz in their Mania match, bro, it's like, yo, the moment somebody get concussed, kudos to those who are able to soldier, but which both of them were able to soldier through. But kudos to those who make it seem as if you would never know they concuss. Bro, once Taker got the concussion, he was a different dude. For the remainder of the match, you could see he was glossy out. Like, go back and watch the match. It's a tough watch. Knowing that he's concussed, it's a tough watch. And given that was the case, I think even more so, they almost would have to go and end the streak because it looks like he's legitimately wounded. But you know what I was a little bit disappointed with was I thought they would end up running it back with Taker and Brock at Mania at the following year. I thought WrestleMania 32, that was, or I should say WrestleMania 31, that's what the move was going to be. Like, all right, bet Brock got you, but then now you get it back in blood. Ultimately, everything led towards, you know, their SummerSlam link up. But overall, the fact that he got concussed, I'm like, yeah, you know what? They could use that in storyline for when they're, you know, continuing the doggone feud for potentially getting to Mania, but that never happened. Draft is after Mania, yes. Big Country Cuzzo just became a member. I appreciate you. Classic Man Q put 2 on, said matches you wish happened, no matter the pay-per-view. Rock, Shawn Michaels. Eddie Guerrero, Shawn Michaels. Cena, Rock. Cena, Rock. Cena, Austin. That as well. Would have loved to have seen that happen. I can't believe I said Cena, Rock. What are we doing? Benoit, Bryan. Oh, well, here comes Solo now. Here comes Solo now. Andrea said you heard Naomi had her baby. Oh, did she? Hey, there it is. Here comes Solo with the MFTs, but they are missing one. Here's my thing. Why is Solo here? Literally, why is Solo here? First off, I want to know what the advancement of the storyline is that this man gave away his, he gave away the, on Tama Tonga's orders, gave away the lantern, and we haven't heard anything regarding the Wyatt Six. Got to figure out what's going on. Tama Tonga has been proven useless. He hasn't had a match on a while. Yeah, this dude is he's just out here. He's doing nothing. Oh, well, here we go. All right, 8-man street fight. There we go. Speak, ask for it, and you shall receive. The MFTs going on 8-man street fight on Friday. All right, now we got it. Nathan put 2 on and said, hopefully we see a lot of punching at WrestleMania. Indeed, a whole lot of.
1A! 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 1A!
AJ, I agree with you. I wish that match happened too. I wish that match happened too.
14 grams of
Hey, Diallo put 5 on and said, outside of tonight's opening segment, it personally doesn't feel like the Raw before Mania. Are you tripping? Yeah, we just got to wait for more chaos to happen because I think the Liv Morgan and Stephanie Vaquer segment, that one kind of had a feel of building towards a WrestleMania. Of course, you know, the opening segment with Brock there as well. Bailey, Lyra, Charlotte, Alexa should have started throwing hands. I don't know why they didn't start throwing hands. But they could have did that as well. But we need to start seeing hands getting thrown.
Their Alpga_23 is now following.
Six put out a promo online after SmackDown. Online? Oh, yeah. On the network. Will in the building giving out gifts. 5 gifted to the community. Holding it down for the community always. Yeah. Appreciate you, family. Sargent Patuan said this Raw is already so much better than that SmackDown. That's a fact. Indeed it is. That was a dope dive from Jay.
Please! Please!
No more botches. We want to see more connections. Tyler said you heard a rumor at the time in your circle. It was Sheamus. That was a name pitched for Taker at WrestleMania 30. Nah. That would have been a terrible decision. That would have been a terrible decision. K-Dub in the building, live from Guam. Said you're so tired of the Liv and Steph feud being boiled down to your mama raised a bitch. Fucking hate it. Yeah, it's very weak because you would assume one woman wins the Royal Rumble, the other woman is the champion. You could literally write a story way better than that. But here we are. King said more terrible than Brock's dumbass with the streak getting ended. If it was Sheamus versus Brock, 100% it'd be worse. 100% it would be worse. Say what you want about Brock, like him or hate him, but he is indeed legit, so it kind of makes sense. You have this phenom that's unbeatable at WrestleMania, and then what did that lead to for Brock? Probably one of the most dominant runs as champion that we saw since, you know, shit. Who was as a dominant champion as Brock as the WWE champion and then the Universal champion? Roman's the next one then, but then maybe before what, Cena in like 07? Cena 06, 07? Maybe Mark Henry, Hall of Pain. So I think they made the right call, grand scheme of things. A Diallo Patuan said only one solution for this. Got to call Chris. And Nathan Patuan said NBA play-in starting tomorrow. Yes, the play-in starts tomorrow. My Miami Heat once again are in the play-in. Who beat him for the chip during that run? You forgot. Brock. He lost it at WrestleMania due to the cash-in from Seth Rollins. That's how I ended up losing the title. Liv is winning on Saturday. Vaquer hasn't done one bit of media work, even Spanish-speaking media for Mania. She hasn't? That's odd. Olivia in the building. What's going on? J-Rod in the building. What's going on? Tag team match continues here. Usos and LA Knight taking on the MFTs. Meanwhile, Io Sky taking on Kairi Sane later here tonight.
By 14 grams of crap.
Unity is strength.
Then you
Put 5 on it, said you want to see T. Gabrielle and Jimmy Barbecue in a tag match against R-Truth and Damian Priest. Bring the belts to Haiti. The Union fait la force. Yeah, that'd be interesting if we had IET come and take the doggone championship belts. IET, 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 no IET, IET, no IET, IET, no IET. Hey, we're gonna get that goddamn W and take it back to the island. And everybody gonna be dancing on the island as we celebrate the new champions. Yeah. Get that damn title and bring it back to the island. Here we go. As this match continues, LA Knight's going up to connect on the stream favorites move. He botched it last time around. This time around, no botch. He goes from the heavens and he drops down the move we all wanted to see. Say it with me now. What was it? Oh, Lord. Solo Sikoa just grabbed his brother, and he's got Jey Uso on the ground here. What the hell is Solo looking at? Oh, it's Tama Tonga's here. Tama Tonga's here. Well, what's going on? Tama Tonga just showed up late. He just now pulled up. He just pulled up. What's going on? Yeah, Tama Tonga showed up late. Oh, it looks like we're advancing the story now. Business is about to pick up. Business is about to pick up. Tama Tonga's in the building, but why did he pull up so late? Oh, is he with Nakamura? Oh, no, he's not. I see Tala Tonga here now. Oh, LA Knight. Damn, LA Knight just with a big BFT. Well, they're going to have to figure out what's going on. Match done. LA Knight gets the W. Tama Tonga pulled up late. Now we got to figure out what's going on. Solo's 100% flabbergasted, incredibly confused. It looks like Tama Tonga might end up leaving the MFTs, leaving Solo like... Come on. All right. Yeah. Tama for U.S. champ. I'd like to see that. Distracted by your own teammate causing an L is crazy. That literally makes no sense. Like, literally makes no sense. Oh, Tama Tonga's here. We're no longer going to be focused on what's going on. Oh Lord, they're gonna cut back to this damn Pat McAfee segment. Bro, this segment was so ass. McAfee started out so good. He started out so good on the mic at first, and then all of a sudden went off the rails. This shit dragged way too damn long, son. This shit dragged on way too damn long. The fact that Randy Orton is now a secondary character in this main event, bro, is crazy to me. That shit is crazy to me. Absolutely ludicrous. We could have went without this goddamn segment. We don't even need this revisit, truly. This shit was ass. Yeah, throw tomatoes in the chat. Tomatoes in the chat. Tomatoes in the chat. This shit was
unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited. Unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited.
Matter of fact, it requires a diarrhea sound.
Unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited.
Come on, man. Run it back one more time.
Unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited.
Shit was ass. Shit was ass. Someone said you're going to suck Triple H's ass. What are we doing? It's not the right type of program. We really could have did without that segment, son. Target 5 says should have been Ted. Play every Eminem's clip for Pat McAfee. Well, yeah, it was all kinds of cheeks. It was all kinds of cheeks. Dare I say? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta go find the claps. It was. That shit was ass. That shit was ass. Absolute ass. Oh, y'all wanted the penguin one? Y'all wanted the penguin one? Hold on, wait a minute. Let me get the penguin one. I'm gonna get the penguin one. Hold on, wait a minute. Why is it so ominous?
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCown. Kobe's 81. Kobe's 81.
Why is it so ominous? It's hilarious. Oh, we got to go back to, Gunther's making his way down to the ring. Why is it so ominous? Hold on, wait a minute. Let's go back to it. Oh my God, son. People on the internet got too much time on their hands. People on the internet got too much time on their hands, bro. Yeah, the music is so out of place. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. 1205 for life for 5 2 order said, what exactly did TKO want Pat? Why did they want Pat McAfee? No idea. I think there was a report saying Ari Emanuel is really enamored with McAfee and they wanted to leverage, his celebrity and I guess his ability to cut promos for WrestleMania, but still, I don't see the allure behind it, especially for the main event. I just don't get it. Davian, what's going on?
Tom Pico 60 is now
what's going
following.
on? Will Smith in the building said, oh, by the way, I have to make a video on Will Smith and Jada. Apparently, somebody sent me a clip, and at first I thought it was AI until I saw, this is a legitimate interview. So I don't know if it's official that him and Will and Jada are officially getting a split and actually going to have a divorce. But I saw a clip of a podcast, and let me tell you something right now. Jada going to hell. Like Will might just, hey man, Will might just have to get the almighty backhand out, son. I don't know what's going on, but Shorty literally never says something positive about this man, son. Always makes it even worse. Always makes it even worse. Yeah, so I got a video on that. The Pooh Shiesty do a video about Pooh Shiesty and said, why not both? Why not both? And then there's also the ESPN lady as well. Call 09 Randy Orton for Jada. Shorty gonna need...
Hurt when the Chinese said, when you seek revenge, dig 2 graves. They didn't have a system of law to get you damages without killing the party responsible.
All I know is once Will is freed, he gonna be like... Open up your eyes, open up your eyes, open up your mind, open up your mind. He's gonna feel ascended into the stratosphere once he gets away from that damn harlot. Free that man. Emmanuel said, have I become a Super Saiyan yet? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. Oh, wait, I got to get my Dr. Hibbert in here. Hold on, I need my Dr. Hibbert clip in here. Unfortunately, he's still together with her. I always need my... Oh, but is Dr. Hibbert still a character on The Simpsons? For those who are still watching The Simpsons. How do I have all the Goofy says, how do I have all these different clips? Oh, I'm just a fucking lunatic, to be quite honest with you. I legitimately, I kid you not, for people who stream, like full-time streamers, the way they probably have their clips set up is so much more efficient than I do. But I've been doing this so long, I can kind of create enough filler for me to find a clip just before I need to go press it, so it seems very seamless. But I can tell you right now, if somebody was to, like, if I had not substitute, but if I had a replacement Adonis, if I went on strike, oh, I'm out of here, somebody's gonna have to stream instead of me. I promise you, it'd be the worst experience for them, because everything is all over the place. Everything is all over the place. Here is Gunther, the career killer, is in the building. Oh, by the way, shout out to Anime Gear. Oh, shit, Seth Rollins didn't even give son an opportunity to speak. Seth Rollins done pulled up, and he's got Gunther on the ground. Right hands, right hands, right hands, 1As, and now Gunther's out of the ring.
2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, you jump me. That's a receipt, Gunther. And in 6 nights at WrestleMania, I finish the job. You think you say this is personal? This is personal for you? Well, if that's the truth, and it's not just about you kissing Paul Heyman's ass to get a favor, then be a man. Walk back down to this ring, look me in the eye, and tell me why. Tell me why you want to fight me at WrestleMania.
Tell him. So he wants an explanation as to why man wants to see him at Mania? All right, here comes Gunther down to the ring.
SPBS 23 is now following.
The people are cheering. Gunther's on his way to the ring, and he's back in the ring now.
Suspicious?
Face to face with Rollins.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Jackson Gaming 34_7 rated my stream with 1 viewer.
Because you are pissing me off. Because for years, you strut around here acting like you're the best in this ring. In reality, you're not. I am. And if you're honest to yourself, you never wanted to find out, because when I was World Heavyweight Champion, instead of seeking out the highest level of competition, You became a useful idiot for Paul Heyman. So WrestleMania is personal to me. I'm setting it straight. It's very personal to me to expose that Seth Rollins can lace my boot.
Okay. I don't mind that. It's just a matter of seeing who's the best. All right, they exchanging rights. They exchanging lefts. Seth Rollins, former World Heavyweight Champion, putting the hands on Gunther. Gunther, former World Heavyweight Champion, putting the hands on Rollins. There goes a powerbomb. Counter from Rollins. Rollins with a kick to the midsection. Gunther's rolled out the ring. Rollins going out the ring to go meet him. Gunther trying to escape. Rollins got him set up for the curb stomp on the stairs. Curb stomp on the stairs. Gunther escapes. The two former World Heavyweight Champions, face to face, eye to eye, gonna duke it out to see who's best this weekend. WrestleMania 42, live from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Oh my. That was all right. That was all right. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. We got ourselves a little bit of an explanation. Shout out to KJP rating with a body of one. But nonetheless, they actually came out here. They wasted a little time. We saw a little bit of an exchange. Gunther gave a reasoning. I think it's relatively valid. When I had the World Heavyweight Championship, you never once stepped up to come and try to claim to get the title back that you claimed you made popular. And immediately, Gunther and Rollins exchanged
1A! 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 1A!
I'm surprised that we didn't see Jason Jordan come out here. I thought we for sure were going to see Jason Jordan come out here, but he did not. The match is going to be tough. I expect it to be a very good match. Gunther lost more weight, potentially. Highly plausible. Tyler said, did I hear that Del Rio's wife bailed him out of jail? Did she? Shit. Looks like it must have just been a fight and she lost. But Mike 7 for 5 said, at WrestleMania, we need an interaction between R-Truth, Danhausen, and Santino. Top 5 WrestleMania tag team matches. Okay, so that interaction would be interesting. Now, as for tag team matches at WrestleMania, TLC 1, TLC 2, obviously. TLC 2, the Triangle Ladder match the year prior. I would say Zayn and Owens versus the Usos, that main evented, of course. That would have to be there on the list. Probably if I wanted to put 2 more matches onto, is this a tease for the damn Demon again? Is this another tease for the Demon? They could have just let it be a surprise. Instead, they wanted to go and fucking ruin it. WrestleMania, Rock Rollins, Rock Reigns versus Rollins, Cody, that as well. That would also be there in the group. And then if I wanted one more WrestleMania tag team match, I would probably go, if I wanted one more WrestleMania tag team match, underrated match, the greatest tag team, Benoit, Rhino, and Los Guerreros at WrestleMania 19. Very good match. But would I put it top 5? Probably not. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Adam Pearce and Dominic Mysterio.
Put in. Your father deserves to be in that match at WrestleMania. And you want to talk about the Demon. Dom, I'll put it to you this way. When you go back to that clubhouse today, I want you to stop in front of the first mirror you come in contact with. And I want you to stare right into the face of the man looking back at you. Because I hope you see 2 things. 1, Rey Mysterio deserves what he's getting at WrestleMania. And 2, as it pertains to the Demon Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio is getting what he deserves at WrestleMania. Have a great Monday.
Pack him up.
Don't touch me. That's not fair.
Pack him up.
Life isn't fair, Dom.
Screw Dom. I hope everything bad happens to Dom. Nathan for 5 said the Chiseled Adonis is currently at 938,000 subscribers, getting closer and closer near the home stretch. Gold button But a long way to go for 10 million diamond. Yes, indeed. Very long way to get there. But what was my 5 tag team matches again? I had WrestleMania 40 night 1, WrestleMania 39 night 1, the TLC 2, and then also triangle ladder match as well. If I had one more match, tag team WrestleMania, that I would want to throw in there, I would go if I wanted one more WrestleMania tag team match, let's see. Oh shit, EO's making her way down to the ring. Would I go Paul Orndorff, Roddy Piper, Mr. T, Hulk Hogan? Just for the importance of it? Yeah, I guess I could go for the importance of it. I could probably go with WrestleMania 1. But EO making her way down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen, as EO Sky goes 1-on-1 with Kairi Sane. And still, I don't know, because they're still waiting on the Bellas, we have no word on if we're going to see EO Sky at WrestleMania in a match. So I'm hoping that this can ultimately get manifested here later tonight. Maybe Kairi goes and finally turns on Asuka, thus leading to a match at WrestleMania. We shall see. Do I think I Show Speed does a heel turn at WrestleMania? It could potentially happen. Never above that happening. Tyler said your dad said they should have made Finn and Dom match for Dom's AAA Mega Championship. But then that would require. But then again, they have a partnership with AAA, so I don't think they're above having Finn Balor actually go down there and pull up and participate. But nonetheless, I think they could have put the title on the line for sure. Having that title be represented at WrestleMania would be a pretty good look for them. But I think that'd be a good representation for that company if they had AAA represented at WrestleMania. So who knows? It's a possibility. It could happen at one point down the line. How is the demon? Why is the demon even necessary in the first place? Oh no, because the demon's coming back, I guess, due to obviously the absolute disdain that Finn has for Dom. Ultimately ended up getting kicked out of the Judgment Day or whatever the case is. So it kind of makes sense that he'd go and make a comeback, but I just kind of wish it was more of a surprise than to where it was already a advertised, return of the demon. It would have been so much better if it was just like, oh, it's Balor versus Dom, and then you kind of hint at it, but you don't believe it's going to happen, and then bam, here comes the demon. Now everybody's somewhat caught off guard. So we shall see. Final minute of this here commercial, and then we are back to the action. AAA has an event before WrestleMania Saturday. Okay. By the way, did anybody see the actual the pull apart between the El Grande Americanos? Man, listen. I saw a tweet that said like in the States, the El Grande Americanos feud is comedy, but in Mexico it's real graps and they got real hatred for each other. Man, that shit was awesome. Because Ludwig Kaiser, El Grande Americano 2.0, his girlfriend is a ring announcer. So, or I should say even an interviewer or whatever the case is. And here came Chad Gable, original El Grande Americano, approaching her as if he was fixing to do something to her.
22
And
is
then
now
here came El Grande Americano 2.0 and El Grande Americano original. They started going at it, and man, it was a beautiful sequence that was going down. What's going on, son? Kairi Sane has made her way down to the ring to take on EO Sky one-on-one on Monday Night Raw. Triggy Trey put 2 on and said Nasty Boys versus Heart Foundation WrestleMania 7.
Congratulations!
Sushi World. To day one of me suggesting that I work out at Diamond Gym with Unc. Work out at Diamond Gym with Unc.
Sushi_world just resubscribed for 2 months. Day one of me suggesting you worked out at Diamond Gym with Unc.
I'm not above it. I'm not above it. Funny enough, I went to Smorgasburg yesterday in Prospect Park in Brooklyn to go try a bunch of the different eats, if you will, and I actually came across a couple of young ladies who actually recognized me from my High Rocks videos. So shout out to the fitness content making its rounds on social media. Big Country Cuzzo for 5 say crazy that the Women's United States Championship and WWE Tag Team Championships are left off the WrestleMania card. Brutal, isn't it? Mind you, last year the SmackDown tag division was absolutely cooking, and they were still left off of WrestleMania. And yet another year they left off of WrestleMania again. Makes absolutely no sense to me as to why those titles aren't being defended. It just doesn't make sense to me at all. Just does not make sense to me at all. Oh, what's main eventing? Oh, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has a segment later this evening. Which person in WWE deserves to have a push more now than ever? LA Knight. I will continually be a singer of the praises of LA Knight. I'm all in on LA Knight. No title should be left off. I think ultimately you should have on the 100%. I'm gonna need I ordered the new strap as well. Oh, by the way, update for those who was asking, because since I'm talking about ordering, I did get the shit is downstairs, the other piece for the N64. I have to test it out to see when it'll work. T Shelby said, where are the Marvel videos? I got another one later tonight. Once I get done with the stream, then I can go and upload it. Another one later tonight. Team Gold. Let's hold it down. Let's hold it down. Diamond Gym is where they deliver body blows to you. Yeah, I've seen the videos. My only concern with Dare is just a progressive overload to where, because I do have a little bit of a golfer's elbow. Now, nonetheless, that doesn't stop me from working out regardless. Or is it tennis elbow? I forget. Because if it's golfer's on the outside or tennis is on the inside, I'm not sure. But one way or another, I have that little bit of a strain that's there. So that's my only concern. I want to make sure that that's alleviated before I ever, reach out for any particular type of, collaboration in that retrospect. But nonetheless, I still think I would, at one point down the line, make my way over to the gym of diamonds, if you will. Switch teams because green team's been asked. Now you got to roll with the squad that you got. Now, albeit that's a little hypocritical coming from me because I was originally Team Red, and then ultimately after 2 losses in a row, I went from Team Red to Team Gold, and I've never wavered from Team Gold since. But there we are. Mike 7D said, fuck, marry, kill. Rhea Ripley, who hasn't showered in a month. Chelsea Green after taking a shit post-gym. Jessica Carr.
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCown. Kobe's 81. We got Kobe's 81. We appreciate Kobe's 81. Out the mud. Zach Randolph, Rashad McCown, Cemetery Lane. We did it.
Out the mud.
I guess in this case for Chelsea Green, she'd be out the mud. That's crazy, bro. What kind of scenario is that, son? What kind of scenario is that? That was outrageous. That was outrageous. What's going on? What's going on? Brother got a hell of an imagination. Crazy. Nonetheless, we have approximately 1 hour left in the program now. Approximately 1 hour left in the program now. Best fire starter, water starter, grass starter from Pokemon all regions. Now, I stopped at Region 5, and I legitimately struggled to remember the Pokemon in 5, at least their names. So I'll go from 1 through 4. And I think I'm gonna actually rewatch Pokemon this year. I think I'm gonna rewatch Pokemon this year. But I would say best starter, Squirtle. Squirtle, for Kanto. Johto, you could go Cyndaquil, but again, I would end up going Totodile. For me, unequivocally, in Hoenn, it's Torchic. And then in Sinnoh, I would probably go. Boy, it's a little bit of a mix because you could go Chimchar, but then Piplup and Empoleon versus Infernape, I'd probably end up going Piplup. So that's my squad there. That's my squad there. But ultimately, I think the GOAT, for me, it will be Squirtle.
Who's that Pokemon? It's Squirtle! Squirtle.
Yeah, might have to call Chris for that question. Indeed. Tricky Trey Pavavo said, do I think Sheamus will retire this year after missing 3 WrestleMania straight in a row due to injury? Top 5 wrestling themes in 2026, all promotions. Okay, so I would say, do I think Sheamus is going to retire? Potentially. Who knows? Because he's in a different stage in his life. He's now married. YouTube channel is actually doing incredibly well. So, and I don't know if WWE has taken, a percentage of ownership in it per se, because if it's his own and it's standalone, that is its own exit, strategy right there. So you don't need to worry about, money post afterwards, because there's an endless amount of content that you can get out of, an endless amount of wrestlers, especially now that he would be done with WWE. You can go and get non-active WWE talent, maybe retired. Obviously, it'd be a little bit difficult for AEW, Japan, whatever the case may be, but a ton of fitness content that he can mess around and get. So I do think that he'll most likely end up retiring, maybe not this year, but maybe next. And then as for the second part of the question, as EO is going to work right now on Kairi, trying to go set up the Over the Moonsault. Top 5 wrestler themes in 2026, all promotions. Let's see. 2026, all promotion. MJF's theme is cool. I've always liked it. MJF, Rhea Ripley. MJF, Rhea Ripley. Roman's got to switch the theme back. I don't like the new one. I don't like the new one. Jericho Judas. Yeah, Jericho Judas is still pretty doggone good. Jericho Judas. Edge, obviously, because he's still active. Edge's theme will always be a banger. So Edge, MJF, Jericho. Edge, MJF, Jericho. Oh my. Oh, good God. Oh, good God. Asuka just drove EO's head into the corner. Oh, no. Oh, no. Randy Orton voices and Rhea Ripley. That'd be my 5. Oh, shit. Well, here comes Rhea now. Wait, why is Rhea... Rhea got beef with Jade. Why is Rhea... That was a weak-ass headbutt, bro. That was a weak-ass headbutt. She didn't even make it, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? I hope Jade is here. I hope Jade is here. There we go. Jade is at least here to go and attack. Oh, Jade with the all-white. Oh, my. Oh, my. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. And the ooh. I am sports entertained. God damn, EO came flying out, and that damn hip done contacted with Jade's face. Golly. Oh, my. Oh, you got a flying EO. Oh, wait, not for long. Well, damn. Asuka just interrupted once again. There's the roll-up. Pin from Kairi Sane. That's a victory for Kairi Sane.
Jazzy J just
But Jade
resubscribed
Cargill
for
is
3
out here.
months.
Posters, traps, and he appears. The chiseled Adonis is horny. Chiseled Adonis is horny.
Yeah! Damn!
Ooh, hey! Are you looking for some wood?
I need it!
Man.
Yeah. God damn! I'm on my way! Let's roll, friends!
Who the fuck cleans this?
Son just hit me.
When I get in the proper position, you will suck my meat.
It's time!
It's enough to get me hot.
Bring them to me. I'm gonna give them the almighty struggle.
I'm interested.
See, what you want to do is...
We know he has a big black hole.
Finger licking good.
Oh, that's that good shit.
Oh! Oh my God, now this ain't God. This is Stanley Earth.
Oh my God, I love my life.
This is Stanley Earl. But nonetheless, this match between AJ Lee and Becky Lynch taking place at WrestleMania 42. Tricky Trey put said your top 5 is Trick, Ricky Sosa, Randy, Rhea, and Jacob. Those are solid. Those are solid. AJ's abs are phenomenal. She is in good shape. Oh, damn. Becky came in with a damn locomotive. Ran Shorty over here. Funny enough, Becky and AJ, it feels like this shouldn't even just be a regular, standalone match, because this has been a feud that's been going on since WrestlePalooza. How has this not elevated towards a stipulation? It should have been a submission match, in my opinion. Too many strikes on YouTube. Funny enough, both my videos, both of them this weekend, I think I said it earlier in the stream, but both of them got age restricted. So the harlot who was riding meat during court, age restricted, and then I'm Harry Dresden, motherfucker. The home invader, age restricted. Both of them. And I lost both of the appeals. So completely stunted the momentum. Completely stunted the momentum. And what's funny is, still, the courthouse video was still able to get over 100,000 views. But the home invader one, they got that one so fucking fast. I was like, man, brutal. Now, you know what's very funny about it, though? I ain't gonna point no elbows. But I saw Penguin Zero covered the video twice. No age restriction for him. So, but y'all already know how social media work for me. Different rules, but both of them did very well on IG. I think the courthouse one might have passed 1 million views on IG. So I'm happy about that. And then the other one, let me see here. I don't know how it's doing on Twitter, but yeah, the home invader on IG is at 195, 156, and then about 40,000 on Facebook, and then 1.1 million, 900. Yeah, about combined, it's 100. It's 1.1 million, but it's at 930 thousand on Instagram, and then 216 over on Facebook. So at least it's doing all right. It's doing all right. So. Ghost Hall said, yeah, Charlie, he got me. Yeah, he got. Like, the one thing I'll understand is, like, yo, fam, I understand the game. I understand the game. The funny thing about it is, I remember when I was having these issues when I had, like, tens of thousands subscribers, even hundreds to a couple of thousand now. So now that I'm closing in on the million, I wonder if maybe I can get some leeway, but it's still me we talking about. So we'll see how things play out. We'll see how things play out. It's always been this way. Folks who's been following me for years, y'all know how this goes. Oh, Danhausen is here. Damn, son, I wish I could see what's going on during the fucking commercial. You know, he probably out here doing, he's probably out here shooting merch. He's probably shooting merch into the crowd and shit. It's your boy Chris said, Charlie, uncancelable, you cancelable. Well, technically, yes, because I think he's made enough throughout his tenure to where if he were to walk away, he's good. And also, furthermore, you have large enough of an audience to where he could depart and go somewhere else, and they might just mess around and flock and move. I don't quite have that just yet. Now, albeit, if had I not taken care of my family over the course of the past couple of years, I might have just, developed a little bit of fuck you money.
Gotcha, bitch. Cabret7 is now following.
Not the case. Technically, what would you consider fuck you money? Actually, no. Fuck you money would be way more bread, because that's higher than just comfortable money. That's higher than comfortable. I think fuck you money would be a few million. I think you got a few million, you'd be all right. Depending on the type of life that you live, of course. I think if I was sitting on 5, that's a little bit of fuck you money for me. I ain't gonna hold you. That's more than enough for me. That'll be some fuck you money for me.
Ollie Mad 1999 is now
some
following.
might say 10, 15. Some might say 10, 15. Now, of course, once you get into like the 9 figures, that's more than enough. But then considering when you can buy a yacht just because, so then you're probably looking at anywhere between like 20 to like 50 some million, right? Maybe 5 is too little. Maybe 5 is too little. 5 is too little. 5 is too little. Yeah, you're right. 5 is too little. Probably anywhere between 20 and 30 million. I'd say that's somewhat fuck you money. And there's creators who have been able to go and pull that off. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Oh, it looks like we're getting ready for Over Femi later right now. Here's Adam Pearce and Triple H.
Official. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brock Lesnar's opponent at WrestleMania, the ruler, Over Femi.
Here comes Oba Femi, Big Country Cuzzo. Patuan said top 5 King of the Ring winners. King of the Ring winners? Now, when you say best King of the Ring winners, are we also talking about people who kind of worked the gimmick as well, or just overall winning the King of the Ring? Because if we were to go overall winning the King of the Ring, you'd have to go Stone Cold, Bret Hart, Kurt Angle, Brock Lesnar, and then probably if I wanted to throw one, maybe even Owen Hart, you could throw in there, or even Booker T. Because Booker T's King Booker gimmick was magnificent. I feel like Regal should have been world champion after he won it in 2008, I believe. But overall, so is it just overall? Then Austin Lesnar, Brock, Kurt, Brett. Austin Lesnar, Brock, Kurt, Brett. That'd be the 5. That'd be the 5. Oh, look at the crowd. They dancing right now for Oba Femi on his way down to the ring. Yeah, that was a white lady getting busy over there. She had a little bit of the... Yeah, it's a hard pose. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. That shit is hard. I love the spotlight. The spotlight is hard. Now, it makes me wonder if you're going to see Brock Lesnar respect the pose and give him an opportunity to do it, unless Oba comes out first. But I think it's better if Brock comes out first. And now Oba Femi's going to sign the contract right now. He signed. I can't believe they had them sign it separately. There's no way that Brock doesn't pull up. Oh, wait a minute. They gave the mic to Oba Femi. They gave the mic to. Wait, what the hell? Triple H is pointing down the ramp. He's pointing down the ramp. Wait, Paul Heyman's here. Paul Heyman's back. What's Paul Heyman doing back out here? Get your monkey ass back inside the damn bag. You big ass walrus. Listen to the crowd making noise for Oba Femi.
I have been in this industry my entire life. I've never, ever seen someone come across to the audience as the biggest star in the industry as fast as Oba Femi. And being in the industry my entire life, I know where I'm safe and I know where I'm not. You, sir, are a violent man. So I'm going to stay here if that's okay with you. But being that you're a violent man, that's the thing I like most about you. You, Oba Femi, are the most violent person to come into WWE since Brock Lesnar. You are the fastest rising star to the top in WWE.
Well, he's got to win that championship, though.
You are the most impressive athlete. You are the most impressive fighter. You are the most impressive combat athlete.
Listen to the crowd. You hear that, Triple H?
Excuse me a moment. I have to be honest with you. You're starting to piss me off. The problem is on Sunday it all comes to an end. On Sunday at WrestleMania, everything that you've built comes crashing down. It comes crashing down in Suplex City. It comes crashing down with an F5. It comes crashing down when you, Oba Femi, will be conquered by Brock Lesnar. There's no shame in this loss for you, Oba. There's nothing but pride. You, sir, are in the real main event of WrestleMania. And when you get conquered,
too many people making the claim of saying they're in the main event.
You will be conquered Sunday by Brock Lesnar.
Sorry, but you also do must have overkick out on 1 on 5. I agree.
I promise you, when you need to rebuild your career after WrestleMania, my door will always be open to Oba Femi.
Paul, it's taking everything in me to not come down that rank and beat you pillar to post.
Oh, pillar to post.
But it's deeper than that. Because the physical pain and scars will heal.
Oh, they saying beat his ass.
No. Listen, if I beat him up, the physical scars will heal. But the emotional wounds, when his beast loses at WrestleMania, will last forever. And as far as your door of opportunity, go ahead and close it now, because the only door that I need open is already open. And that is the door to WrestleMania. Because 2 months ago, you and your beast, you came in this ring and you issued an open challenge to whoever could dare to step up without even caring who would. And why would you care? Because there's been 25 years of history that says Brock Lesnar cannot be beat. But I have 4 weeks of history that says he absolutely can. And it's never personal, Paul. It's never been personal. It's all just business, but it's not business as usual. Because this time, it's different. You can feel it. I can feel it. They can feel it. It is time to put an end to the beast. And you've been there the entire time. You've been there the whole way. You have been his friend, his advocate, his mouthpiece, a good mouthpiece, but you've never been an honest one.
Oh, okay. This is all right. This all right. The people could have waited for him to finish what he was saying.
If you were honest, you would have come out here and you would have said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and my client, Brock Lesnar, is scared of Femi. He is afraid of Femi because I am the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war, the mountain that you cannot climb, the mountain that you cannot conquer, and I will win at WrestleMania. I will defeat the beast. I will slay the beast. He will meet his end because I am the one. I have always been the one.
Okay. Okay. I like that. Look at the intensity in his eyes.
I am the one. And I know it. They know it. And at WrestleMania, you will know it too.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Woo! Overcooking. Overcooking. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. That was magnificent. You had the intensity, the eye contact, everything that you want from a big-time box office match. You know you're getting that at WrestleMania. What a promo. Triple H damn near got hair grown out of his head once again, bro. That was magnificent. The ruler, Oba Femi, and I thought we were going to see an interaction between Oba and Brock, at least physicality between the two, but we're not going to get that. Oh, Lord, this terrible fucking music video. We're not doing this again. Ain't no way they're going to play the whole song on Raw, bro. What are we doing? Mahmoud said, Oba cooked indeed. Kevin said, yo, what's up? Indeed. Oh, my God. They playing the fucking music. They're playing the actual songs. And this shit it's so terrible. It's so terrible. Listen, if go to WWE, I think maybe on YouTube, if they probably got it up on, I watched it on Twitter. Fam, they got Liv Morgan singing a goddamn song and got a music video. She's the Royal Rumble winner. The fuck is you making a music video for going into WrestleMania, son? It don't make no damn sense, bro. You would have thought Shorty's preparing for Coachella rather than WrestleMania. This shit is so ass. They actually playing the whole song. They playing the whole fucking song, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing, son? Cut this shit off.
Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCown. Kobe's 81. We got Kobe's 81. We appreciate Kobe's 81. Out the mud. Zach Randolph, Rashad McCown, Cemetery Larry. We did it.
Out the mud.
It sounds like some you used to hear on Pokemon when fucking Team Rocket came out and broke into song. NY Legend put 2 on and said the song is actually great on mute. Shit, I should have had it on mute. It got me like, ain't nobody trying to hear this shit. Oh my God! At least the choreography is decent, but then still, if you put it up there with actual people who know how to dance, it's terrible, bro. This shit is for the diva stands. The absolute delusional people who love everything that's out there. This shit is terrible, bro. What are we doing? Oof. The singing isn't that great. Other than that, it's horrible. Yeah, it's just it's brutal, fam. Like I don't quite understand why. What was the purpose of this, fam? Like they teased this shit a couple of weeks ago for what, son? Ain't no way. Looking Trouble in her music video. Somebody, oh, this is iconic. Who are these people? So who are these motherfucking commenters? Who are the commenters? Who are the commenters? Bro, ain't nobody actually writing this shit, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing, son? You see what I mean by delusional people, son? It literally, you doesn't matter what you put out. They gonna fucking support it and absolutely love every second of it, son. There's no way the people who commented are real people. Bots is out here. Oh, this man Javon Evans is feeling bouncy here today. Javon Evans feeling bouncy today, apparently. Oh, my. Why are they not building a program for her to main event on WrestleMania? She's a Royal Rumble winner. This is so dumb. Not because if we keeping it all the way funky, the Royal Rumble winner didn't always main event WrestleMania. And then furthermore, I think WWE is very, very stupid continuing to market it as you win the Royal Rumble, you're in the main event of WrestleMania. They should have just said you have a guaranteed title shot at WrestleMania, because we've seen throughout the years it didn't always happen like that. And there's been years where you had both the Royal Rumble winner, even when they introduced the women's Royal Rumble, where the winner of the Royal Rumble didn't go on to go in main event in WrestleMania as well. They did it in 34, where it was Asuka and Nakamura. Both of them won the Rumble. Both of them did not main event. So there's no reason to continually say main event of WrestleMania. I think ultimately the main event of WrestleMania should always be what is the best feud, story, and then in my opinion, the best feud and story going into Mania. Truly, I think night one, it shouldn't even be Cody and fucking Randy to close the show, because the story ass. It should be Oba and Brock that's closing the fucking show. And then of course you got your Punk and Reigns. I'd have no problem with that being the case. But nonetheless, they got to figure it out with what it is that they're going to continue to announce for Royal Rumble, because it makes no sense. You got how many different people is vying, claiming that they're in the fucking main event? It just doesn't make any sense.
14 grams of
Yeah, and that music videos for the Gooners. Sergeant Batua said they was with LeBron in the studio. Indeed, they were. Caveman said, "Hey, Chiseled, what's up? Happy Mania weekend." Indeed. It is Happy Mania week, and unfortunately, it doesn't even feel like it's WrestleMania week. Dwayne Patua said Liv Morgan, Graham Weiner. K-Dub said Javon and Dragon versus Rusev and JD. Kind of random ass match is that, just because they're all in the ladder match? Yeah, pretty much. They just threw shit together. And what sucks is this is literally going to be the last match of the evening before we hear from Roman Reigns. There's literally no reason to have this match. None. I don't understand. I literally will never understand it. And you know how this is going to end. Everybody who's in the ladder match is going to come out, start jumping, or each other, whatever the case is. It probably either Penta stands tall with the title, or maybe somebody else stands in the middle of the ring holding up the championship en route to this ladder match for this upcoming WrestleMania this weekend. Oh, man. Liv just downgraded herself.
Cardell77 is now following.
Kamara said you'd have Jacob versus Drew in the main event over or Cody and Randy. for night one, I mean, it's gonna be Cody and Randy. Oh, you mean if it was over Brock? If Brock and Oba was on night one, 100%, I'd say they're the main event, regardless. Bane said you showed me the new walking pack. Did you? Did you send it on Discord? All right. By the way, I know Triple H was balding for some time. Is that why he went bald? Was it because he was balding? Because I know Shawn went, he cut his hair because he was balding, terribly. But Triple H should have just kept his hair long. But I'm sure, having long hair is not really the easiest to go and maintain. So I understand why folks go and cut their hair. But somebody like Triple H, you're better off actually having hair than not. Because if I had long hair like Triple H, I would never cut it. Hell, Hogan made it work. But Hogan was balding since he was 30. How old do y'all think Hogan was when he won the WWF Championship in 1984? Just ballpark it. How old do you think Hogan was? And remember, Hogan looked damn near the same for 40 years. 36, 39, 34, 40. That man was 30 years old. That motherfucker was 30 years old. He was turning 31. That dude looked like he was a 45-year-old man. That motherfucker 30 years old, bro. I said, God damn. Yup.
Gotcha, bitch. Hoopinchill_J is now following.
He looked like he was 45 for 30 years. Steroids that took his hair? Well, probably. That dude, I couldn't tell. Even if you look at his work when he was in the AWA, in the early 80s, late 70s, he still looked old as fuck, bro. He still looked old as fuck. Arn Anderson looked 50 in his 30s. That's a fact. Tricky Trey for 5 said Triple H shaved his head around 2012, 2013, primarily to transition into a WWE corporate executive role. He could have kept the long hair and done it. It's not as if you have to appear to be corporate because you got short hair when you're fucking, the stepson. You're the son-in-law of the owner of the company. Ain't nobody gonna take you less seriously because you got long hair and you happen to be in an executive spot. He could have kept his doggone hair. Sarkin for 5 said, yeah, another question before Mania. Top worst WrestleMania moment. Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole. Without question, Jerry Lawler versus Michael Cole had no business being at WrestleMania at all. That shit was completely ass. Travis Scott getting involved in the main event of WrestleMania. That shit also all-time absolute stinker. Oh, damn. Javon Evans right through, taking a man out. Nathan Pateno said 10 more days till the draft in Pittsburgh. Mendoza going #1. Indeed. Reality Shift for 5-1 said Oba is the biggest rising star you've ever seen, and you're glad Paul Heyman said it. This is the main event. Dwayne, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, it is quite the situation. Nathan Batu Hornet said you'd rather listen to Camila Cabello over this garbage of the music. Dwayne Patuan said Liv Morgan, Grammy winner. I don't know about all that. Evie Black put 10 on it. Said you agreed the Demon should have been a surprise. Little teases like Balor, Demon Balor destroying the clubhouse. He takes out Judgment Day one by one, then teased the interference in Liv's WrestleMania title match. Okay. And Mike 7D put 2 on, said the final U.S. Mania for 2 years. Damn. Well, allegedly, because apparently it's a possibility they might relocate for next year's Mania. But there's no guarantees. There's no guarantees. Ric Flair is a white version of Morgan Freeman. They both been old your entire life. Yeah, because Rick always had that that blonde hair throughout his time in like the 80s, even through the 70s too, but he grew it like out to where it had the signature look in the mid 80s, early 80s actually, because around like 84 when he was feuding with David Von Erich. So probably between like the 83, 84 on, he had that signature, you know, blonde hair. So it always looked, you know, a certain way. But it's wild that Flair is actually still alive. Like that's for people who know wrestling and then furthermore know Flair's life. It's absolutely wild that he's outlived as many people as he's outlived. That shit is crazy. Flair will tell you himself, like, I can't believe I'm still alive, but I'm here. And truly, I kid you not, of course he'll have regrets, obviously. But if there's one thing folks can't say, you can't say Ric Flair didn't live life, bro. You can't say Ric Flair didn't live life. Ric Flair lived a hell of a life. He lived a hell of a life. Yeah, survived a couple of plane crashes, survived getting hit by lightning, overdoses, incredible amounts of alcohol. Just incredible life that man led. From where his life began to where it ended up, man. You got to tip your hat. 100%. His whole life is a movie. His whole life is a movie. His whole life is a movie. MLK said, for 10K, would I rather take the stink face from Rikishi for 5 minutes or Mr. Sacco mandible claw from Mick Foley for 5 minutes? I would much rather take the mandible claw, but then is he taking the sock out of his you know, private part area, or is it from, because there was one time he took Mr. Sacco, I could have swore it was like from his leg, not didn't actually take the sock off his foot, but it was tucked somewhere else. It wasn't. Oh, so it has to be from the. Oh boy, I can't voluntarily say, hey man, give me that sock that was sitting inside of your fucking crotch. But I'm not gonna volunteer to have a whole man ass in my face, bro. You could at least breathe with the stink face, but is it worth breathing if you got gluteal cleft in your face? Yeah, just go ahead and give me the Mr. Sacco, bro. Go ahead and give me the Mr. Sacco, bro. I'm not voluntarily taking the stink face. I'm not gonna hold you. Edgar, you said you emailed me a Stone Cold edit? Okay. Oh, an anime edit. Okay. Oh, damn. They got another. Well, Dragon Lee just took down both JD McDonagh and Rusev. Oh, there's a suplex. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Dragon Lee is starting to build a little bit of momentum over here. Oh, wait. That was a counter? Oh, that was a counter. Well, what do you know? Oh, by the way, this morning, Noah Lyles liked a couple of my posts. So shout out to the Olympic champion. Tapping in. Oh, Javon Evans going high, and he's got Rusev and takes him down. Oh, there's a counter by Dragon Lee. Roll through. He's got JD. Oh, he's picked him up. Going for a Styles Clash. Styles Clash connects. Dragon Lee with the victory. All right. JD McDonagh gets taken down with the Styles Clash. And Dragon Lee and Javon Evans with the victory. Oh, well, Rusev is back out here, and you best believe Penta's going to get involved, and so will Rey Mysterio. So you got 4 baby faces and 2 heels in this match.
Gotcha, bitch. Kekex is now following.
Every match with Dragon Lee, he cooks, push this man, but you see, that's where things are interesting, because for Dragon Lee, there's no denying his in-ring work. But Penta's got incredible aura. And then unfortunately for Dragon Lee, you know, he can cut a hell of a promo in Spanish. He speaks very, you know, good English as well. But unfortunately, you don't got as much as you get with like somebody like Penta. And call a spade for WWE audiences. There's only so many masked men that they're willing to go and get behind. Oh, wow. What do you know? Rusev able to go and floor Rey Mysterio, but here comes the Intercontinental Champion. Penta's on his way out. Yeah, so there's literally 2 heels in this match and 4 baby faces. Oh, wow. What do you know? Rusev with a fucking super kick floors Penta. Oh, but Javon Evans going up top looking for the OG cutter. Oh, but it's a counter from Rusev. And now Rusev drops him too. Oh, boy. Rusev standing tall in the middle of the ring. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. He's face-to-face with JD McDonagh. Damn. JD McDonagh just caught a super kick as well. And Rey Mysterio just got laid out. Everybody getting a super kick. Where's the Intercontinental Championship? Oh, shit. Javon Evans is back up, and Rusev don't even see him. Rusev don't even see him. Rusev don't even see him. Watch. He about to go up top. Wait, Javon Evans just fell back down. Javon Evans stood up and then fell back down, and now Dragon Lee's in the accolade. Oh, shit. Dragon Lee's in the accolade. He's tapping out. Where's the Intercontinental Championship? Penta should have came down with the title. Penta should have came down with the title. Yeah, they finally made Rusev look strong, but the championship should have been down there with him so he could hold the title up. I think they fucked up not having him come down to having Penta run down with the championship. Because Rusev looks incredibly strong here, but they should have had him actually have the championship to hold up. You had a feeling that was going to be the case because you have four faces in this match. You got Penta or Javon winning. I think they have a very unique situation here where you can have a incredibly young Intercontinental Champion with Javon Evans, or you can have Rey have one last hurrah with the title as well. Dragon Lee, upstart, to finally give that man a little bit of momentum. Rusev to finally do something with him upon his return. Penta continue to keep the momentum that he's been building. I don't think anybody believes JD McDonagh is going to win.
14 grams of
As Adventure in the middle, put 5 on it. Said, hey Adonis, so happy you got better, man. You got depression once when you caught your wife with your
Gotcha, bitch.
Rob is now following.
Tetraplegic. Doesn't that mean you have nothing? Wouldn't that mean you have nothing? I know I'm not tripping. Ain't that the people who have nothing?
Then you sell it.
Tetraplegic people, don't they only got like, they like the Geo dudes, right? Shit, they might even not even be the Geo dudes. Am I wildin'? Huh. Tough piece of business. Okay, Doc Ock, put 5 on it. Say, oh shit, Adam Pearce promo.
It's huge. I can't wait. That's why he's the GOAT, right?
Oh, it's Danhausen.
Hold on, please. Is that who?
John Cena. Speaking of which, Danhausen is a new Demandhausen.
Of course he does.
Since he's undefeated, and a future Hall of Famer, and most are saying the new greatest of all time, I demand to speak to him. Give me the phone.
Okay, listen. If you want to talk to John, I just said he's going to be the host of WrestleMania. I'm sure he would be delighted to speak with you. So if you could excuse me, I'm actually on a phone call.
Okay, well, yeah. Hopefully I can see him because you can't see me.
I need a drink. Let me call you back. Okay, thanks. Dan, how's...
I need a drink too.
All righty. Doc Ock put 5 on, said, if someone offered me $1 million for every year that I've spent in a hyperbolic time chamber, would I do it, and how many years would I do? I would probably only do 1 year, because if I'm going into the the hyperbaric chamber, but I would assume you meant like the hyperbolic time chamber. But if you actually mean the hyperbaric chamber, I'd only do 1 year. I would only do 1 year. I don't think I would spend what would be pretty much 2 days if it's a hyperbolic time chamber. But I wouldn't do what 2 days for 2 total years. I don't think I would do that. Here comes Roman Reigns in the main event, the go home Monday Night Raw prior to WrestleMania. Avenger Put 5 on said, sorry, English not my first language. Uncle Paulo didn't move, but he had game. Well, shit. Tough sledding. Roman Reigns making his way down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. Fingers to the air. Acknowledge your tribal chief. One half of the zebra, and look who's got a brand new shirt. Yo, how many shirts does Roman Reigns have on sale? This man got a new shirt every single week. Well, final commercial break coming up right now. It is a good shirt. It is a good shirt. Reminds me of the Big Dog era, though. It is a good shirt.
14 grams of crack. Then you sell it.
Adrian put 2 on, said top 5 Money in the Bank winners. I would say top 5 Money in the Bank winners. Probably Rollins, 2014. Rollins, Edge. RVD, but he didn't really get a great payoff. But RVD had a hell of a win. But Rollins, Edge, Ziggler, Rollins, Edge, Ziggler. Punk went back to back. Kane cashed in the very next. No, not even the very next. It was the same day. Kane cashed in the same day. A good question. Rollins, Ziggler, Edge. I'm debating on Punk. I'm really debating on Punk. Because he had 2 opportunities. And he did, successfully cash in with both. Fuck it. I'll go Punk. And then if I wanted one more, not for nothing, I might say Miz. Because Miz was a good Money in the Bank winner. Oh, I could put Big E in front of Punk. You were mad when he cashed in on Hardy? Oh, I was fucking pissed off. I was so mad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final segment from Roman Reigns, and this is the moment we've all been waiting for. His last opportunity. Will Roman Reigns bring up the goddamn dog? The challenger for the World Heavyweight Championship, the former 1,316-day champion, looks to regain his spot at the top. Roman Reigns has the mic, and he's awaiting, talking to his people.
Sacramento.
Acknowledge me.
Acknowledge me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. You knew he was going to be here. You knew he was going to be here. CM Punk is here. Acknowledge Jelly Roll is crazy. Ain't nobody about to acknowledge no doggone Jelly Roll. We ain't doing that. All right, CM Punk. Gotta wait for Sun to go and hit the drum. Oh, he's coming through the crowd. CM Punk's coming through the crowd. And Roman Reigns looks absolutely disgusted. He looks absolutely disgusted. You acknowledge Bunks and Reed. Well, yeah, apparently he couldn't go and speak. But is Punk even coming to the ring, or is he just standing there? Punk's speaking to children. Yo, he taking his sweet time coming down to the ring. He's got a mic as well. This man is taking his sweet time, came out here, interrupted him. By the way, I would really hope that they actually don't cut the show short, because let's call a spade a spade. What was it, last week or the week before? Fucking Netflix ended up cutting the damn, I think it was last week, they ended up cutting the program for Brock and Oba. We didn't even get a chance to see the entire goddamn interaction. So hopefully they don't mess around and cut us, but Punk is taking his sweet time like we ain't got no, we ain't got no cutoff period, bro. Hurry your goofy ass up. Oh, that lady, oh my, that lady came out screaming OTC with the breasts on display. World Heavyweight Champion is here. The challenger in the middle of the ring awaiting him. Roman's locked in, indeed. Look at his face. Look at the scowl. Look at the scowl. Punk almost bust his ass. Bro, we run out of time, son. We running out of time. They got to hurry this up.
After watching the cold open, what amounts to a political smear campaign put together by, I assume, by yourself, I've come out here to tell the truth. And I'm going to have the people of Sacramento be my witnesses. And Roman, you can be the judge and the jury and the executioner. So as I tell my story, as I tell my truth, tell me when I'm telling lies.
Come in this ring, we're not gonna need these mics.
Sunset, it's on site. You step in the ring.
Gotcha, bitch.
J-Knight 23 is now following.
But Roman's gonna have to be a man of his word, because he step inside that ring. I want to see Roman go and swing. There ain't gonna be no time to go and speak. You're gonna need to go and throw hands.
Here's the truth. I've thought a lot about it over the last couple of weeks. I hate you.
Now you hate him too?
I hate you because I envy you. This is all I ever wanted. This is the only dream I had in my heart since I was a little kid.
Enough with the what chants, man.
And I envy the fact that it was handed to you. And I hate that you were champion for 1,316 days. Because after some self-reflection, I hate that I know how hard you worked your ass off to be that great. In the history books, in the future, when they talk about legacy, they're not going to ask how, they're going to ask how many. And I hate that number, 1316. I hate the amount of times you've main evented WrestleMania.
11? About to be 12?
Tell me when I'm telling lies, Roman. Have I lied? I hate that I envy. I hate that I feel this way. Sika.
Oh, you gonna mention it, Pops, again?
Was a great man. Sika was a great wrestler. Sika was a champion. Sika's a Hall of Famer. And I love and respect the old timers. And I hate the fact that I invoked your father's name in vain. And I sincerely apologize to you.
So you had to apologize first to step into the ring?
I hate that there's more than one royal family in professional wrestling. And I hate that I envy the fact that I wasn't born into a dynasty. I don't know what having that kind of family is like. CM Punk was born in the backyards, avenues, and alleyways of Chicago. I was a misfit who had to find my own family, and I found my family in the streets of Sacramento. I found my family in the locker rooms of every VFW hall or Knights of Columbus or dilapidated, burnt out Midwest barn, the Fireside Bowl, bowling alleys, abandoned churches. I found my family and my people on the Indies, and I conquered the Indies, and then I went to Japan. I went to England, I went to Puerto Rico, I went all around the world twice. I wasn't handed anything. I wasn't born on third base with a silver spoon. I busted my ass. And I made pro wrestling my home, and I made them my family.
Sound like son getting ready to cry.
I hate the fact that I feel this way. I hate the fact that I have to share anything with you, let alone my first singles match headlining WrestleMania. Tell me when I'm telling lies. On April 19th, just like tonight, I got gold on my shoes. I got gold around my waist. And late Sunday night, after the desert sun is set and that dry air gets cold and there's gonna be steam rising off of my beat up, blood-caked face, I'm gonna have gold above my head. And the ring announcer is going to be saying, and still heavyweight champion of the world. With Las Vegas chanting CM Punk.
Is it a good promo? Yes, but this doesn't need to be on the go home. This could have been at week 2, week 3 of the build.
Lies.
It doesn't feel as if it's the final one. Like last week could have been the cap off. I get it, but that it doesn't. An apology is so weird. But it's like an origin story.
I heard you say. Up until the end. Let me tell you something true. I hate you too.
Well, we already know that.
I've hated you for a long time. But the main reason is because of your relationship with all of them. You see, I hope one day I can get to the point that when I leave, they miss me as much as they missed you. I hope that one day when I leave, they chant for me for 10 years straight.
It's like they're putting each other over.
That's the truest thing you got is the connection that you've made with our fan base, and nobody can ever take that away from you.
That is true.
But on Sunday, that's your truth. That's not the reality. The reality is the time is up. I gave you 2 months to hold this relevancy, and you did nothing with it. On Sunday, it ain't and still. On Sunday, it's and new. And this little nostalgia act, this experiment's done. On Sunday, we fix this mess that you started. On Sunday, we make this place where we had it, at the very top, worth every single dollar. On Sunday, the tribal chief takes back over, and you, along with the whole world, will acknowledge me.
Okay. That's it? Feels like we missing something. Feels like we missing something. Is it a bad promo? No. But is it a great promo? No. It's mid, average. Last week, you had a sensational one from Punk. And we all assumed you'd have a world's of, wordsmithship. That's not that's not the word. We would assume we'd have a hell of a response from Reigns, and Punk interrupted it. But it took what? We had 7, 8 some minutes of intro and commercial. Made his way to the ring. Punk didn't recant everything that he said, but there was a moment of honesty. I wish that he didn't mention Roman's father and apologize for that. I'm not a big fan of it because of you're kind of getting ready to go into to Mania. I don't think that's necessary. Albeit if it was something that he actually went off script and then he had to go and apologize publicly because the disrespect was public, so you got to go and do the apology public, so that's cool. But nonetheless, running back memory lane, talking about how you got to this particular point, I don't think that's necessary for the go home, especially after last week's pipe bomb from Roman. I said from Roman, from Punk. I just thought we were going to get a little more. And furthermore, from Roman, what do we hear? 2.5 minutes? No, we don't need the Bloodline members to go and attack Punk. It just needs to be a standalone one-on-one. But the thing is, overall, it's not terrible. I just think it's a little misplaced because this could have took place, like I said, week 2, week 3 in the midst of the build. I don't think it's a go-home version because they were lying to each other, or maybe they were omitting information about, what was going on to each other. No. It just felt a little misplaced. I think this could have took place a few weeks prior. Oba had a magnificent fucking promo. But I don't know. This. Phantom said Roman hasn't even acknowledged the belt yet. He just wants to beat Punk. Well, that is true. That wasn't until what he said, and knew primarily because, and he still hasn't said world heavyweight champion. This is all about Punk. It got nothing to do with the fucking title. But the pipe bomb wasn't even, that wasn't a pipe bomb. That was story. Well, last week, I think that was, last week 100% was indeed a pipe bomb for all intents and purposes. Even if they had a portion of it that was relatively scripted or meant to be said, whatever. But Punk came off as legitimate, blurring the lines perfectly. It was magnificent. That was a magnificent fucking pipe bomb that he had last week. But this week, it just feels like something was missing. This just felt like something was missing. They didn't have that cherry on top. And I don't want to be the guy who's just constantly wanting to see son dead dog brought up. But then the moment that son brought up, your pops talking about bury you next to your father, it felt like you was waiting to get another cut. And then for the only real cut that we saw from Roman going towards Punk was you're old. They both had different sort of exchanges. Punk got the best of Roman. Roman got the best of Punk. The build has been mid. The build has been mid for the most part. I just wish it could have been a little bit better. I just wish it could have been a little bit better. And it's not terrible. It's not terrible. Like I said, it's not terrible. But it's just not great because we were all anticipating this was going to be a spectacular send-off segment. and it felt rushed. It felt like they didn't put the button on it. It's just, I
Joseph
don't know. It just
Frazier
didn't
is
deliver.
now following.
It didn't deliver. Sargi Pateno said, well, that promo was something. Can we send all the losers to the L train alongside Liv's music video? And then the winners, the W, they would have cooked, but instead they looking like the hand on shoulder meme. Jake, put 5 on, said that was the promo you were waiting for. Both of them felt the most human they've ever felt up until this point. But you can see that people feel different. Yeah, because the thing is, you want to have them feel human, and he was legitimate. Punk was making, and they were putting each other over, and that's necessary. Hence why we saw it earlier. K-Dub giving out gifts. We saw it earlier with Heyman putting over Oba, right? Because if you're dealing with your opponent and you're going into Mania, you want to make sure that your opponent appears as legitimate as possible. 100%. This should have happened earlier. It doesn't feel like this should have been the last one. Unity is strength. Put 20 on it. Said the match. Match 10 inch. Oh wait, match the 10 entrance for. Oh wait, match the 10 entrance phrases to the wrestler. You think you know me? You think you know me, Edge? Can you dick it, Booker T? Time to play the game, Triple H. Can you smell The Rock? I hear voices in my head, Randy Orton. Are you ready, DX? All heart. What does that mean? What is all heart? Because I was thinking what a rush, but I don't know. It's all. They're like Shawn Michaels. They're like a moan. I don't know. I'm a real American. Burr Amadou. Glass break sound is Stone Cold, but Burr Amadou. Burr Amadou. Burr Amadou. John Cena? Yeah, Cena. But yeah, so I think I probably got a couple of wrong. I might have got a couple of wrong, but yeah. So last week's promo should have been this week's. Yeah, it got to be something. Especially since they're both honest that they hate each other. I wanted some hatred and vitriol to be on the way out. I wanted some hatred and vitriol on the way out. It just felt like it was a little flat. Just felt like it was a little flat. Nonetheless, all the losers, and especially Liv Morgan in that goofy ass motherfucking music video. Somebody tell her to head down to the doggone station and get aboard the L train, because that music video,
boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCown. Kobe's 81. We got Kobe's 81.
But the biggest W, fuck all the people who won matches. The biggest W goes to Oba Femi.
After I get that W. Dun, 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 dun.
Because what a promo that man cooked up tonight. It was magnificent. That's exactly what we want to see going into WrestleMania. And that is the match that I'm the most excited for. I'm sure a number of you guys are excited for that match as well. It's going to be a magnificent match. Everything else, they're just going to need to make sure that the in-ring product, makes up for the lack of build, because this entire fucking WrestleMania build got me like... Just ridiculous. Oba Brock is going to be 5 to 8 minutes of chaos. Yeah, it's 100% going to be a very, very, very chaotic match. And you know it's not going to go on too long. You know it's not going to go on too long. Nonetheless, that concludes Monday Night Raw, and we have a god-awful SmackDown to look forward to lead into WrestleMania. I am not ecstatic for SmackDown at all. I have no faith in SmackDown, so I'm hoping that they could at least cook, but here we are. By the way, Rhea Ripley came out to save Io when she's challenging Jade for the women's champ. Are you interested in the championship or are you interested in Io? And we still don't have the match. I don't know what they got going on, bro. They're going to need to figure it out. Sleep said that we live for Mania. Yes, we're live for Mania. We suited and booted for Mania. We suited and booted for Mania. So imagine paying to watch Mania. Yeah, could you imagine if it was back in the day where you had to go order pay-per-views and shit? I don't know if I'd do it. I don't know if I'd do it. So, yeah, Brock and Oba, true main event. That's what everybody should be excited for because they're going to have to do a whole lot of work to get the remainder of the damn show over, man. Because as far as I'm concerned, this whole show is... butt cheeks. Butt cheeks. Absolute ass. It's... Oh, my God, son. Who the fuck made that song, son? What are we doing? Why would they pair that shit with the goddamn instrumental, son? It's so ominous. Run it back. You got to relax. I said run it back. Fuck it. We going to run it back. That's it for me, son. Eddie, take us out.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.